Hello and welcome to a very special edition of Reading Shakespeare with Cats. Today, Ollie and her two brothers will be reenacting the Act 3, Scene 3, the murder scene, where they will play the three murderers. Go get your spot. Now, Scene 3 begins with enter three murderers. But you remember from the previous scene, there were only two murderers that Macbeth spoke to. So the first murderer wants to know,
"But who did bid thee join with us?"
Macbeth.
"He needs not our mistrust, since he delivers our offices and what we have to do to the direction just."
"Then stand with us."
So the first murderer at first is suspicious. Why is there another murderer here? Why is there a third person? We might be wondering the same thing. We only saw two in the previous scene. But here it becomes clear that Macbeth has sent another murderer, yet another person, to make sure this happens. He doesn't trust the first two murderers to get it done on their own.
"The west yet glimmers with some streaks of day. Now spurs the laded traveller apace to gain the timely inn, and near approaches the subject of our watch."
The west yet glimmers with some streaks of day. We call that a sunset. And now spurs the laded traveler. Again, you have the verb and the subject swapped here. So we've got the laded traveler now spurs apace, meaning that the laded traveler is now moving. He's coming closer to gain the timely inn. He's coming closer, and it says, and near approaches the subject of our watch. Banquo is the subject of their watch, and so Banquo must be coming soon.
"Ah, I hear horses."
"Give us a light there, ho!"
"Then 'tis he. The rest that are within the note of expectation already are in the court."
"His horses go about almost a mile, but he does usually, so all men do, from hence to the palace gate make it their walk."
This is kind of a clever spot for Shakespeare, that Banquo would be riding on a horse, so would his son Fleance, so that would require two horses. But when the first murderer explains that his horses go about, and the third murderer explains that he does this, and so do all men, they usually get off their horses and then walk almost a mile to the palace gate from there. That's a clever way to keep the horses off the stage. Thus, you don't have to bring horses into the production. Enter Banquo and Fleance.
"A light! A light!"
"'Tis he. Stand to it."
"It will be rain tonight."
"Let it come down."
And the three murderers attack, and here's a big fight.
"Oh, treachery! Fly, good Fleance, fly, fly, fly! Thou mayest revenge."
Fleance exits.
"Oh, slave!"
He dies. It sounds a little anticlimactic when you read it that quickly, but usually there'd be a big fight scene that would be taking place and might be kind of action-packed, and then he dies.
"Who did strike out the light?"
"Was it not the way?"
"There's but one down. The sun has fled."
"We have lost best half of our affair."
"Well, let's away and say how much is done."
How is Macbeth going to react to knowing that they only got one of the two people here? We'll see in the next scene.